Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Buffalo Sports Center stream. I am Don, and tonight, your Buffalo Sabres take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's a juggernaut matchup here in the Atlantic Division. Huge, massive. I cannot understate the importance of this game. The Sabres won last night in Florida 5-3. They are looking to sweep their Florida trip for the first time in gosh, I don't know how long. It's been a long time since they've done that, if they ever have. The Sabres, they sit at 69 points right now. They got a little bit of a cushion between themselves and the non-playoff teams. It's about 6 points, and all of the teams closest to them are now the Washington Capitals and the Columbus Blue Jackets. But if the Sabres get called lagging here before the Olympic break, they could open the door to maybe a team like Ottawa sneaking up behind them and taking that final wildcard spot. It would surely take a lot from the Senators to do that, but the Sabres cannot let their foot off the pedal. It is hugely important that they continue to collect as many points, especially when they're hot. Unfortunately for this team, the Sabres are dealing with multiple key injuries right now, like Josh Norris. He appears to be coming back very, very soon. He was close to returning for tonight's game, but the medical staff decided to hold him out for potentially Thursday, although I'd be also surprised to see Josh Norris play on Thursday night against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Moving down the list, you have guys like, gosh, am I missing someone? Oh, Zach Benson. Oh, right. Yeah, the little guy that no one ever seems to value, especially on Twitter. Always too small, always this and that, and yada, yada, yada. No, Zach Benson is a huge part of this team's puck retrieval abilities. He is great on the forecheck. He left Florida's game last night with an apparent shoulder injury. Didn't look good. He tried to come back out. He skated another shift, but he could not finish the game. Lindy Ruff went on radio this morning and said, it's not too bad. It's less serious than we thought. Maybe that entails Benson taking some rest time over the break and coming back kind of healthy in 2 weeks, or 2.5 weeks, I think. Jacob Bryson has returned to the lineup as well. Jordan Greenway, he is also missing from tonight's game. So Isak Rosén is in. Konsta Helenius is also in here for Buffalo. But you want to talk about injuries? Let's shift our attention to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Goodness gracious. How is Tampa still winning? Because they are injured to hell right now. 3 of their top 6 forwards, folks, are not playing in tonight's game. I'm talking about guys like Braden Point, Nick Paul, and Anthony Cirelli. Those 3 guys will not be playing tonight, which means their first line and basically all their forward talent exists on the first line here for the Lightning. Nikita Kucherov, Jake Gensel, and Brandon Hagel. But they have Andrei Vasilevsky, and they have Victor Hedman back. And Tampa's power play will literally carry them. It carried them in the Stadium Series just a few days ago. So Tampa's no slouch. They've been winning games for a reason. Sabres are going to have a huge, huge task. And I haven't really been looking at chat. But for all of you newbies in here, if you're returning viewers of this channel and to these live streams, thank you so much for tuning in here on this Tuesday evening. Oh, my light. Do you want to stop doing that, maybe? Maybe? Okay. Alright. Nope. Nope. Alright, that'll do. No. Ah, jeez. Coyote, what's going on, brother? Don, what are our chances tonight? We need a huge game from Ellis. I don't love Buffalo's chances here on Tampa. Second of a back-to-back. Colton Ellis, your third-string goalie's in the game. Not ideal. Sabres are dealing with a couple injuries up front. I'd like to take the home team here, Tampa. But if the Sabres can get an overtime point or just anything, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. And looking around the NHL, if Philly can beat Washington, that'd also be nice. Just keep that distance between the Sabres and that wildcard spot versus the teams not inside the playoffs right now. If the Sabres win, I'll be thoroughly shocked. not saying the Sabres are bad, but it's not an easy task, especially Andrei Vasilevsky is going to be playing tonight, and he's always had the Sabres number. But I always feel like Sabres and Tampa usually are high-scoring, entertaining games, especially down in Tampa. But most of the times, Tampa is high in talent, bails them out. So we'll see. And I Tampa's got a bunch of injuries. It's going to be a close game. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm taking Tampa here tonight. I believe the moms are still on this trip. Yep, they are still in the building. And folks, we got about 20 seconds to go until puck drop, according to ESPN Plus. I thought it usually on their old streams it jumps straight from their preview shot of your event is beginning soon straight into the game, but I guess not. We got 11 people in the chat. Make sure, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. Been live streamed the other night with Cal. It was the Sabres-Kings game. Let's replicate that here tonight. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Victor, what is going on, sir? Oh, internet, don't do this to me. Not now. Not now. But Sabres and Tampa, these are the two hottest teams in the NHL. That's what I'm hearing. Now we're transitioning into the arena feed. It's about to start, folks. We're transitioning into the arena feed. It's about to start, folks. Drop your predictions. Vote in the poll. Yada, yada, yada. Engage. Engage. Please and thank you. But looking at the two goalies, Andrei Vasilevsky, he's been phenomenal this year, folks. 212 goals against average, a 919 save percentage, 25-7-3 record for the Big Cat. And then on the other end, it's the Sabres' Colton Ellis. He's been the third stringer so far this season, 7-4 record, a 305 goals against average, a save percentage of 898. His rebound control has been rough, and you'd rather not put him in this game, but Luukkonen's injured, so whatever. And we are off, folks, between the Sabres and Lightning. Sabres attacking from right to left here. Here's Krebs out there on the first line. Had a really strong night last game against the Panthers. Victor, that is not my curse. I'm trying not to jinx the Sabres, okay? Sabres will tip this one into the Lightning zone. Vasilevsky just holds the puck up behind the net. There's Ryan McDonough, the longtime Tampa and New York Ranger and Nashville Predator there for a brief second. Yanni Gourde chips this one into the Sabres zone. Byram gets there first. Back towards the long side of the ice. He eventually gets it forward. Here comes Jason Zucker. Tries to throw this one in. Gets batted down by Darren Radish, who's been having a career year for the Lightning. Darren Radish, former third-line D, leads the rush here. Kucherov takes the long-range shot, and there's that rebound control already. Ellis seemed a little uncomfortable with that. It was floated straight into his chest, and he almost dropped it. He'll hold on for a whistle. Oh, for Christ's sake. There we go. That will be your internet connection curse. Really? Is that what we're calling this now? Alright, fine. I picked the Sabres. Internet, be nice to me then. Tampa wins the faceoff. One-timer right at the net. Olas makes the initial save. Then he makes a second glove stop on Hagel. Oh, boy. He plucked that one out of the sky. Excellent save by Ellis after giving up a very weak rebound. You're going to hear me say that a whole lot tonight. But the Sabres had their kids line out there, Helenus, Oslin, and Doan, and they did not do a good job covering their guys up off the faceoff. But it looks like there's a penalty coming up here, folks. There is a power play here for Tampa. So you just gave the hottest team in the NHL a power play. Not exactly an ideal start here for the Sabres. No, Oslin's the one going to the box.
I'm the kind.
Sabres lean into this faceoff. They win it, and they'll launch it down the ice. McLeod won the draw that time. Tuck, McLeod, Samuelson, and Byram out there trying to kill this Oslin penalty off. Darren Radish, he's going to start the rush here for Tampa. Drops it back in the neutral zone for Hagel. Hagel, one more drop to Kucherov. He'll send it back to the blue line. That was offsides against the Lightning. So, where's the penalty? I don't really know what the call was. That's a weak call in Ostland. That's a weak call. I guess they called a holding. He just reached across him. Didn't even tug him or anything. Kucherov now forced back, and the Sabres will clear again. That's a really weak penalty against Buffalo. They better not get screwed here. Radish nearly had that drop pass picked off by McLeod. Tampa survives unscathed. Hagel whips a pass across. Up top to Radish. Now to the near side for Guentzel. Back to Radish. Quickly outside to the faceoff dot for Kucherov. Kucherov has it. Doesn't take the shot. Sends it to the point for Radish again. Kucherov to Radish. They're just playing hot potato right now. They'll dish it across to Hagel. Back to Radish. Down low. Here's Guentzel. Lane to the net. Couldn't get a shot off. Sabres reaching in with sticks. Can't clear on the first try. They will on the second. 50 seconds remain here on the Tampa power play. Radish. Again, we'll just drop it back here for Hagel. Tampa deliberately going up the ice slowly. Here's Guentzel with speed across the blue line. Finds Kucherov. His centering pass gets picked off by the Sabres again. And down the ice that puck goes. Down to the final 25 seconds here in the Tampa power play. Second unit out there for the Lightning. Hagel again with speed to Kucherov. Crosses a few guys up. Walks to the net. Gets checked down to the ice. Plays it back to Gord. Up top to Guentzel. Down low to Kucherov. Puck just rolled off a stick. Controls it again. Gets it to the point. Hedman. Down low. Kucherov to Guentzel. Back to Kucherov. Fakes the one-timer. Holds to the net. Still loose in front. Sabres kill off the power play. And they will clear. Jonathan, what's going on? You're going to the Penguins game. Nice. As long as we don't see another invasion of opposing fans like we did in that Montreal game, good. Get out, go to the game. Support this team. They're good for once. Watch out! Right to the front! Gergensen's nearly scored. From Ellis, though, and Tage can respond. Sabres have yet to get a shot on goal here. Been on there, much like last night. Rough first couple of minutes. Tampa controlling the puck and play. Pontus Holmberg, third line out here for Tampa. Feeds it forward to Gergensen's. Down low he goes. Out wide to Holmberg. Curls around. Now send a no-look shot to the net. Gets blocked before it got through. And now the Sabres can slowly meander their way up the ice. Tage makes a move at center, and he's got 3 to the blue line. Finds Krebs to the outside. Krebs just takes a floater. Vasilevsky calling the action for the first time in this hockey game. Bjorkstrand now can take it the other way. For Tampa. Gets checked off hard against the boards. Plays it down low. Now it's behind the net. Skips over the stick of his teammate James. James down low behind the net. To Bjorkstrand. Checked hard by Samuelsson. Got erased by him. That's a difference between Samuelsson this year and last year. Samuelsson is so good at killing those plays off with his body. It's phenomenal to see the transition for him. Here's Byram now. Takes the puck. It floats behind his own net. He'll slowly move forward here. Byram just streaks a pass forward. Roseanne tips this one into the Tampa zone. Can't get there before Hedman. He will leave it there for his deep partner. And Tampa can go into the Sabre zone. They'll just shoot it in. Dahlin to the far side. For Owen Power. Power trying to go through the center of the ice. Goes just off the stick of McLeod. Bounces nearly into the front of the net. Ooh, nice stick by Dahlin. Causes a turnover here. Zucker got a little bit of space on that far side. Zucker to the corner. Puck just kind of rolled off his stick. Can't get it to Quinn. No support from any of his teammates. And Tampa can come forward. Quinn just had his pocket picked right at the slot. Fans demanding for a call. None forthcoming. And here's McLeod. Stick handles. McLeod feeds it forward. Good tip on goal by Power. Couldn't get it to get by Vasilevsky. Now Dahlin with a sharp angle shot. Blockered away by Vasilevsky again. All right, couple good opportunities there. Finally, the Sabres showing some strength. But that was another example, folks, of the Sabres and their defensemen jumping up into the play. Here comes Krebs now, up the near side, finds Tage just across the blue line. He shuffleboards it forward towards Tuck. Can't control it, but Tampa can't clear. Metza also can't keep it in the zone. Turns it over to Gergensons. He'll skate the other way. Gets rubbed off on the far boards there by the Sabres. Good shake and bake by Metza in the corner. Finds Tage right at center ice to Bryson. He's returned from a couple game break for him. I think he broke his hand or sprained his wrist or something. Oh, Helenius nearly was the recipient of a coughed up turnover there. Can't control, and here comes McDonough. All alone, just holds it. He'll play it into the corner now. Here's a high hit. Big boys out there. Curtis Douglas laying the boom on that forecheck. But they turn it over in their own zone. Helenius sends that shot through the crease, goes to the point. Samuelson keeps it in the zone for just a moment. Carlisle plays it around to the far boards. Byram into the middle of the ice. Doan couldn't feed it through. And the Sabres will have to retreat here. What's going on? Chrissy leaving for 2026 seasons, hopefully. Ooh, Sabrin. Couldn't get that to the front of the net. Make sure, folks, 19 in the chat. Let's get more than 17 likes. I think for the last 3 streams, we've gotten 17 likes each and every time. We already have more viewers in here than likes on those streams, so let's get that number up. Bringing it through center is Doe, and he'll chip it into the Tampa zone. Quickly out again by the Lightning. Straight to the Sabres blue line. Here's Gonsalves. Gets knocked down to the ice by Dahlin. Gonsalves, good stick though, able to keep. They'll play it down low. Centers this one. No one available in front. They'll get it to the point. There's a shot deflected. Nice save by Ellis. And the Sabres can finally deflect it out of the zone. Ooh, Dominic James just turned the puck over inside his blue line. Malenstein into the corner for Kozak. Kozak getting support from Roseanne. The Sabres will get it up to the point. Dahlin quick across. That one-timer from Power. His stick exploded. Sabres trying to get some changes here. Nearly got called for too many men, I think. Power was in danger there. So after all of that, Tampa couldn't get it forward. They'll just regroup, and now they'll start the rush here on the near side. Nikita Kucherov finds a pass to Hagel on the near side boards. Centers this one all alone to the back post. One too many passes from Tampa results in no goal, but they still have possession here. Kucherov spinning around. He'll just take another shot on goal. Ellis with the initial save. Gensel was in front. Couldn't get a good clean shot on Ellis. Kucherov, another one-timer from the point. Glove down by Ellis. He's looking sharp here early on. And that is a whistle, bringing up a commercial break, I believe. So Tampa currently dominating this game, folks. Sabres have had a few opportunities. Every time they get into the Tampa zone, they've been dangerous. Problem is, they're not getting into that area very often. Tampa is currently giving it to the Sabres, so hopefully we see some more life from them. I know, Chrissy, but Ellis has looked good so far, so let's not discount him from everything. His rebound control, again, is still lackluster, leaves a lot to be desired, but the Sabres are providing good support, and other than that first line for Tampa, they haven't really produced much of anything. I think 5 of their 7 shots have come from that first line play, which is basically their first line, so that's promising. The Sabres just need their first line to be up to the task, too. It's a tough game. Tough matchup. But we need a win because Ottawa has just scored. It's 1-0 them. And Ottawa is one of those teams chasing us right now, so gotta keep distance. Let's see what the poll... 11 votes, 82% for the Sabres. Nice. We like that. Very good, very good. Make sure, folks, like and subscribe. You got your visual cue on the screen. Let's do it. We got 6 likes. Let's get more. Let's get more. Let's get the YouTube algorithm on our side, all right? We are returning to play, though, folks. Watching the NFL Pro Bowl on ESPN. Victor, are you not able to watch the Sabres game? Gotta get that stuff on. Shadur Sanders? We don't care about Shadur Sanders, do we? It's just Shadur. It was nearly Justin Fields. We don't care about that. There's a good glove save by Ellis. All right, we return to play. Sabres win that defensive zone face-off. Byram from out behind his net skates forward here. Plays it across to Samuelson. He can't get that puck in deep, but Tampa can't get it out. Here's Tuck with a good keeping on the far boards. He'll shuffle it down low. Comes to the near side. Gergensons also fails to get it out, but the Sabres just cannot generate any sustained pressure. Look at that stretch pass from Tampa. Missed the mark, and they iced the puck. Tampa did. Yeah, Sabres are starting to get their mojo a little bit. There's been a few good moments here and there. Tampa's really trying to stretch them out, use their speed, get quick up to the Sabres' blue line, and then follow up with reinforcements. But the Sabres are doing a good job right now, for now, breaking a lot of these passes up in the neutral zone or forcing icings like we just saw here. Good, Victor. Offensive zone faceoff. The Sabres, worst team in the NHL at faceoffs, loses it. And watch out! Space on the far side. Gergensons pulls up, trying to go back post to Holmberg. Just off the mark. Gergensons probably should have shot it. Sabres the other way. Into the zone. Zucker to McLeod to the point. That pass went between the two defensemen and back out to the neutral zone they go. McLeod trying to get the quick up pass. Couldn't control it. And here comes Gensel with space and speed. Finds a trailer! Oh, Carlisle. Good save by Ellis. Maybe Dahlin got a piece of it. Puck remains in the near side corner. McLeod to Samuelson. Just trying to go off the board. Sabres turn it over. They score. Nikita Kucherov. Sabres getting sloppy in their own zone, and Kucherov is there to convert. Tampa draws first blood here tonight. It's 1-0. That is really piss poor puck management by the Sabres. Awful. Absolutely brutal. What is Dahlin doing here? Turned it over not once, but twice. Jonathan, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. But this line just doing an awful job controlling the zone, controlling the puck. So Power actually turned it over behind the net. Then Dahlin, I don't understand what he was trying to do there. That's just bad. That was really bad. So the Sabres having to play from behind. Tampa's, again, they're really good at getting out in front and maintaining that stranglehold. But we got a whistle here. Is there a penalty coming up? Is it who's on the power play? I think the Sabres are... Buffalo's going to the power play.
I'm the kind of guy, if I sense you're on a power play, you're out.
This would be a very opportune time to get
people.
back into it. I think it was a smart move by UPL, probably. Yeah, for sure. But Sabres, if there's any time for them to get a response and get a power play goal, now's the time. But we're going to a commercial break. So, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't great. Chrissy, you're all good, man. No need to apologize for swearing. Oh. We got 9 likes. There we go. We're getting it going. So we're in a commercial break right now, folks. Let's check how many subscribers. That was a great time to check that out. I think we've gained a couple more today. Yeah, we have. Make sure, folks, like and subscribe. We're already up to... Well, I'm about to update it right now. 3,351. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's natural, guys. No need to apologize. We swear when we're pissed off. It's, you know, it is what it is. But the majority of the chat's still confident in this team, so I like it. Did you guys like the audio cue? Terry Pagula? Oh, but Darlene, so that's why he couldn't get all of it out. He had a broken stick. He healed it because it was broken. Still, not ideal. Alright. Here we go. Sabres power play. Come on, guys. We need it. We need it. We need a goal here. Special teams on the road. It's huge. Sabres and this team still face each other after tonight 3 more times this season. Sabres, they win the face-off. Quick shot. Blocked away by Vasilevsky. Sabres again trying to get it to the point. Dahlin couldn't handle that one. He'll just chuck it back deep. And now the Lightning can clear. Can't be a second period team. Not good enough. Here's Dahlin. Drops it back in the neutral zone to Tage. Tage fumbles it, gets his own fumble back again, fires it to the net. Good save by Vasilevsky. I think he got a piece of it with the shoulder. But the Sabres cannot get to the rebound, and just like that, it's back down the ice. Here's Dahlin. The nifty move through center. Just fires a pass across ice to Doan. Doan back to Dahlin. He's got some space. Trying to go back post again. Why are we forcing passes? Shots. Shots. Doan on the near wall. Plays it to the point for Dahlin. Goes cross ice to Tage. Back to the middle for Dahlin. Now to Doan. He's got a man sitting at the back post. Why didn't he find him? Doan to Quinn. Quinn can't handle it. Tampa can clear. That's just weak. Absolutely weak. 35 seconds left on the Sabres power play. They're going lethargically through the middle of the ice. Here's Byram making a move. He'll drop it back. McLeod out wide to Roseanne. Now to McLeod. Back to Roseanne. He'll find a partner at the point. Byram walks to the middle. Plays it to Ostlund. Ostlund trying to drop it back to Byram. Somehow that worked out. Here's Byram again. To Ostlund. 9 seconds left on this power play. It's now or never for the man advantage. Byram takes the shot. High riser. Masked and saved by Vasilevsky. Tampa clears. And the teams are back to even strength. And the Lightning has killed off 23 of the last 25 power plays. Yeah, he tried to do the same shake and bake, but didn't work this time. Power, a little too casual in his own zone. Couldn't get the puck out third time either. Tampa, controlling play. Gonsalves to the point. Carlisle shot. Deflected off a stick and wide. Malenstein now getting onto the rebound. He'll just feather it forward. Hedman with a weird pass trying to go through the middle of the ice. Sabres, again, trying to go up the near side. That puck took a weird deflection. I think it went out of play. Yep, they'll call this one dead. They'll blow it dead. Nice. Hurricanes have tied it against Ottawa. 1-1 there. Need the Hurricanes to win. Yeah, not a very good power play from the Sabres. Just they weren't controlling anything. They never really got set up and comfortable. And they weren't getting shots to the front of the net. I don't know why they won't. Don't know why. 17 people in the chat. Let's go, folks. Sabres win the face-off. It goes between the two defensemen and all the way back down the ice. Power now behind his own net. Goes up the left-hand side for Samuelson. No, I did not forget my left and rights, folks. No. Here's Tuck. Can't find the puck in the corner. Tampa gets it out. And watch out. Power. Got to watch out behind him. Gord picks his pocket. Goes to the net. What a save by Colton Ellis. Yanni Gord picked the pocket of Owen Power. Way too lethargic going back. He was too slow. No one told him to get on his horse. And Yanni Gord almost made the Sabres pay for it. Gord, just look at that. Nice stick lift to get around. And Colton Ellis, what a save. Yanni Gord jumping to the inside, getting around Owen Power. He's got to be better. He's been so great for the last 20 or so games. When the team has gotten good, so has Owen Power. Not his best of nights so far. Shots in favor of Tampa 10-4. Pretty reflective of how the game has gone thus far. Sabres just not been able to get anything going here. Tampa's been controlling play. Quinn just got tripped. There we go. That's going to be another power play here for the Sabres. Jack Quinn, easy call. J.J. Moser clearly tripped him, got underneath the stick, and Sabres going back to the power play. Sabres got to convert. Gord is really fast. Yep, J.J. Moser, 2 minutes for a trip.
I'm the kind of guy, if I sense you're on a power play, you're out. I don't like
Terry's not a power play guy,
people.
folks. He's not a power play guy. All right? All right, Sabres win the faceoff. Dahlin with a quick shot to the net. Glove down by Vasilevsky and held on for a whistle. He's not happy with that quick whistle. He tried to get it out and allow his team to clear. All right, waiting for this puck to be dropped again here. Zucker leans into this one, wins it again. Dahlin just swats it outside to Quinn. Here's Jack Quinn walking down low to Doan. Doan on his backhander. Finds it. Sabres trying to go quick to the front of the net. Dahlin, quick out wide to Quinn. In front. Doan. His shot got blocked. Tage up top to Dahlin. Out wide. Quinn back inside. Doan, why are you passing it, dumbass? And now Tage turns it over. Tampa can't clear, though. Somehow Tage keeps it alive. Not for, well, the Sabres just playing on the nice edge right now. It's trying to send it to the front of the crease. They had a man open there with Zucker, but Vasilevsky with an active stick breaks that play up and puck deflects up and out of play. That was a great pass from Josh Doan. Just an even better intervention by Vasilevsky. "27 people in the chat. Make sure, folks, if this is your first time here, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Zucker with another face-off win. 3 face-off wins in a row for the Sabres. Quinn to the near side dot. Quinn just holds, looking for an option in the middle. Tampa with a good box. Here's Quinn. Sauces up top. Dahlin goes across. Tage somehow controls it. Takes the shot. Just wide of Vasilevsky. Quinn to Zucker. Trying to feed it in front. And Tampa trying to clear this one out. It goes up and out of play. I think it went off a Sabre stick. And, yeah, it deflected. So no delay of game there. But just looking at Tage, somehow made sure Hedman didn't have a breakaway the other way. But Tage got to hit the net there, pal. Hit the net. 55 seconds remaining on this second Sabres power play. McLeod to the outside. Wins it to the point again. Byram, his pass. Didn't hit the tape of McLeod, but keeps control. Byram up top for Ostlund. He'll cycle it down low. Ostlund trying to go cross ice. Nearly picked off. Sabres to McLeod. Finds Roseanne. Walks to the side of the net. No shot yet. Up top, or out wide to McLeod. Back to Roseanne. Up top to Byram. Holds. Takes the shot. Deflects. Before it can get through to Vasilevsky. Sabres again. Byram walks down low. Roseanne with a shot. Blocked in front. Rebound stays there. Vasilevsky, what a save on the rebound on McLeod. Tampa now looking to get this one out. They do with 10 seconds left. The rebound was juicy, but Vasilevsky showing us why he's one of the best. Byram goes across the blue line again. Finds Ostlund trying to dance to the front. Couldn't get a shot off. And now Yanni Gourde can settle this puck down here for Tampa. And they'll go and shoot this one into the Sabres end. So the Sabres go 0 for 2 on power plays here in the first period. Not ideal. Seth Appert, your masterclass, sir. Kozak kicks this puck across the blue line to Malenstein. Down low they go. Declan Carlisle, though, pokes it around, finds Kucherov, and they go up the far side here. That outlet pass couldn't be cleanly taken in by Hagel, and the Sabres can return fire. Kozak dumps it in to Malenstein. In the far corner, finds Hellenuus to the point, kept in by Samuelsson. Samuelsson lost the puck, but still has it. Takes the shot and scores! Matthias Samuelsson from short angle buries it, and it's 1-1. Don't call it a comeback. The Sabres, courtesy Matthias Samuelsson. What a goal. What a shot. How did that get through Vasilevsky either? This was a secondary effort here from the Sabres. Samuelsson just kind of threw it, and it went short side. I don't know how it beat Vasilevsky. Holy, that should have gone in, or that should not have gone in. Oh my goodness, and there are the moms cheering their kids on. Ooh, there's some baddies in there. But what an equalizer, courtesy Matthias Samuelsson. That's going to be his 10th goal of the season, folks. But we return to play now. Samuelsson's got 10 goals this season. Isn't that just crazy? Unbelievable. What a story he's been this season, folks. Here's Metsa trying to get this one forward. Can't get it very far. I hope my internet caught all that goal reaction. That was just totally unexpected. Sabres. Good stretch pass for Tuck. Finds Tage. He'll cross that blue line. Tage, nifty hands. Can't get it in deep. And watch out. 2-on-1 for Tampa. The other way. The net takes the shot. Nice blocker save by Ellis. Gord floats it to the half wall. Trying to find a teammate. Can't. And the Sabres will clear. 22 people. Yes. Folks, like and subscribe. You know what to do. Ooh, rough bounce. One, Finley couldn't get it to go. Weird bounce against the Sabres. He had a mini breakaway. Now there's another shot that deflects wide of Ellis. Ellis has been phenomenal, folks, here in this first. There is another shot from Finley that deflects wide. Power, what are you doing? Misjudging the bounce now. Allows Tampa to control. Now the Sabres can get it out of the zone. Stumbling, watch out, Sabres with Quinn up the far side, takes another short angle shot. Vasilevsky this time does not get beaten that near post, and he will make the save. Colton Ellis has been phenomenal here for the Sabres. I reiterate again, that was Finley. He tried to go 5-hole on that mini breakaway of his, but couldn't get it to go. So the Sabres remain tied up at 1. All right, let me get that goal information for you guys on the Samuelsson goal. Raw emotions. Thank you. Headstrong, what's going on? And if you guys want a shout out, just type in the chat. I make sure to shout out everybody that types comments. Just putting up that goal information. Not really much to talk about. Oh, we got a Lightning fan in chat? We don't... No. Boo! Boo! We don't like the Lightning here. We like the Lightning when they face the Canadiens, Bruins. Like, you guys coming back against the Bruins. Good job. That was great. Oh. Yeah, no, Becky, that's the forbidden team. So there's that goal information, folks. Matthias Samuelsson is 10th of the season. It was unassisted. Oh, crap. God, ESPN keeps glazing that stadium series. It was a great stadium series, don't get me wrong. 5-1 comeback, goalie fight, that's all fine and dandy. Nothing will ever beat that Winter Classic in Buffalo, though. 32 people, folks. You gotta be liking. Let's get these numbers up. I'm gonna check it right now. I'm checking it right now, and if I don't see 10, I'm gonna be very disappointed. 14. All right. All right. You guys make me very proud. Sabres, another face-off win. Quick shot. I don't know if that took a deflection, but Vasilevsky made the save nonetheless. We have returned to play, folks. Return to play. Sabres are starting to find their footing here in this first period. It was a rough first 10 minutes, and they still got to clean up on the turnovers right now on the offensive, in the neutral zone, excuse me. But they're finally getting shots in on Vasilevsky, and that's always a plus. Sabres, they're dominating in the faceoff dot right now. Hellenu's trying to go far side. Radish gets there first, goes up the boards. Not very far, though, forward. Sabres keep it in deep below the goal line. Here's Hellenu's in on the forecheck. Tampa finally get it by him, and they'll go up ice. Minutes remaining here in this first period. Way too much space for Bjorkstrand. Cutting it to the middle of the net. Good backhand save there by Ellis. Sabres clear. And they dump it into the Tampa zone. Doan causing a turnover. That's what he does best. Doan trying to get this one to the point. Just gets poked by Power by Bjorkstrand. Power again. I mean, not much he could have done on that play, but not his best period. He's showing some savvy here. Pulls up. Finds Byram on the near side. He'll flip this one in again. Yeah, but we got a bunch of whistles here, folks. Maybe an offsides? I think so. All right. Let's see what else we got here. 19.2 seconds remaining in this first period. It's been very entertaining. Colton Ellis has been spectacular in net for the Sabres. Vasilevsky's been pretty good, but he gave up a softie. Lightning win the face-off at the center ice dot. They'll get it into the Sabres zone, goes behind the net. They try to send it out in front. Sabres control it, and they may have one last opportunity here. Kozak trying to find a man in the middle. Nearly got the second try. And that is going to do it. Tampa had a 2-on-1 going the other way, but the clock came to the rescue there for Buffalo. And that'll end the first period, folks. Score is tied up at 1. Goals coming from Nikita Kucherov and Matthias Samuelsson. You know, 2 natural goal scorers. But highly entertaining. Sabres, it was a rough start to the game. Lightning were dominating, forcing turnovers left and right. But Colton Ellis, he kept this team in the game. It could have easily turned into a 2, maybe 3-0 matchup. He stuck it out. And eventually his team, courtesy of a couple of power plays, finally got some time in the offensive zone. Got a few shots in on Vasilevsky, and Matthias Samuelsson shoots the shorty. And it was a softie, but that Vasilevsky should have saved. But it's a goal nonetheless, and we're good. We're good. Should I watch UB men's basketball? It's on ESPN Plus for once, or should I watch the Ottawa Carolina game? I'll watch the Ottawa Carolina game. No offense to UB, but I already have my team. Alrighty. We got an intermission, folks. 16 likes now. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are... Yeah, it's great. We love Alex Tuck. Boy, Alex Tuck hasn't done diddly squat this period. He's been invisible again. I hope we don't give him $11 million. That'd be very annoying. All right, so there's your intermission counter. Oof. Well, yeah, ever since he came on the scene in 2019. But this year especially, he had a couple of down years, but Vasilevsky's been really good this year. He's another reason why Tampa is first in a stacked Atlantic Division. But we're hoping Carolina can beat the Sens. Oh. James Reimer's in net for Ottawa. I miss James Reimer. All right. I think we should... No, guys. We should give Peyton Krebs $30 million. Did James Harden just get... Did he really just get traded? Are you goofing me here? Guys, can we confirm what my mod is saying? Cal could be screwing with me, folks. There's no way the Cavs just acquired James Cooked Harden. No way the Cavs just made that trade. Please tell me Cal's goofing with me. See, I like the Cavs, so, you know, they're cool. I went to a playoff game there. I like the Knicks more, but I don't know why anyone would want to acquire, I don't know why anyone would want James Harden. Yeah, the Pro Bowl sucks, Victor. Is it on ESPN or is it on ESPN Plus too? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch that. When's the deadline, anyways, for the NBA? Let's see here. I haven't seen anything about James Harden. I know he does. He literally does. No, can we trade James Harden to the Pistons, please? Let's kill the competition. It looks official? No way. No way. Oh, it's just on ESPN. That's too bad. I'll be fine. I don't really need to see the Pro Bowl anyways, so that's fine. We're all good. But we got about 12 minutes to go in this intermission. I'm just gonna sit back. You guys do all the talking. My voice, I gotta save it. Usually I reserve this for the third or the second intermission, but you know what? I don't feel like talking. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. Been doing work all day, and I got more work and job interviews to prepare for tomorrow. So, well, Radish is in a contract year, but they've been giving him a lot more playing time. When Victor Hedman went down with an injury early this season, uh, Darren Radish, he was just next man up. He was next man up. Yeah, Victor, unfortunately, the Pro Bowl is not even close to that anymore. It's stupid. The players make so much money that their little incentives earned from the Pro Bowl don't mean anything. So, if only they could have like a Four Nations like the NHL, but everyone's from America, so not not gonna happen. Yeah, but Terry was sounding a little bitter in the power play graphic. I'm not a power play guy. If I sense you're on the power play, you're out. God, I love the Sabres and Bills owner. What a great guy. Great guy. Oof. I'm just watching this Carolina Ottawa game, folks. So if I'm not so entertaining, that's why. You know, I should get Cal's ass onto this stream and do like an intermission report, cuz we should make this professional, all right? You have to be named to the Pro Bowl in order for most of the incentives to kick in, not as an alternate. Not regardless, even the guys who legitimately did make it into the Pro Bowl, not due to alternates or any of that crap, they still don't try. It just doesn't. Oh, it just doesn't make any sense. They just don't care. The athletes don't care. They just don't want to get injured and tear an ACL or something. Which, honestly, fair enough. When you're making millions of dollars or can make millions of dollars, then I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, don't they do like dodgeball and I mean, I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in years. It's been a long time. I don't even watch the NHL All-Star game anymore. I know it's not been around because this year the Olympics, last year Four Nations, but the All-Star game used to be good. about 10 years ago when they had like the actual draft where they'd pick the captains would pick each team, and that stuff was fun. I'd watch that and that kept me engaged, but the stuff nowadays is just boring. Boring garbage. I don't know. Does anyone know why they got rid of the All-Star game, the draft for each of the All-Star teams? Like there was Team Giroux and Team Char and stuff, and they picked. That stuff was fun. They'd all sit there in the theater, and the final one would win a car or something. That was cool. Ottawa's currently on a power play. And I don't watch the MLB All Stars or anything like that. I don't watch MLB until it's playoff season. I'm one of those fair weather fans. But if the NHL does the Four Nations every year, that'd be great. Or maybe they should do like it once every 2 years. Maybe just do the All-Star game alternate. So you have the Olympics, Four Nations, and the All-Star game to fill in the rest of the gaps. Who's my favorite Sabre? Ooh. So I started watching right at the tail end of when the Sabres were making the playoffs consistently. My first memory is Ryan Miller getting absolutely rocked by Milan Lucic in Boston. That's my first memory that season. My favorite player. So during that era, I got favorite players for different eras. So that era, it was Derek Roy. Then, in the following Eichel era, it was Evan Rodriguez. I loved Evan Rodriguez. Hardest working player on the ice, always. He was fantastic. This current era, post-COVID, I don't know, it's kind of tough. I mean, part of me wants to say Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I have a goat head jersey of his. Gosh. Yeah, look at this team. No, I like Krebs too. I don't really have a favorite. No, you know what? Zach Benson would be my favorite from this team. Yeah, Zach Benson is my favorite from this era. Bro is a nasty little baby Marchand. It's so funny. Dominic Hasek's your favorite? Nice. None of the All-Star games seem to matter. Well, they don't. Pretty simple. Dignus. It just doesn't matter. It's a lot like the NFL Pro Bowl, except the All-Star game's in the middle of the season, so even more incentive not to get injured. Yeah, I mean, no one should ever do the. I don't know. No one would really pick Evan Rodriguez. I don't know. Evan Rodriguez, he was so fun. He was great. He's a lot like the Peyton Krebs. He played that Peyton Krebs role back then. Dude, Brandon Bussey is so good for Carolina. They're getting dogged every single shift by Ottawa. Ottawa's a good team. Do the Sabres face Ottawa again this season? Do we know? Because I don't want to face and run into the Sens team again. They're just playing such good hockey. It feels like they've been in crisis after crisis. And they're still good. They're 6 games above 500, and yet they're 6 points out of a playoff spot. Or maybe it's 7 now. I don't recall. Nope, my internet's eating shit. Good to see. Love to see it. Love to see it, Mr. Internet. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe, folks. Hasek and McGillney were my personal favorites. Drury's an asshole, though. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I read the first part, and then I didn't read all the way through. That's my bad. No, I understand the reasoning. That's fair. 18 likes. We've already broken our 17 like curse, folks. Loved it. That's great. You guys are doing great. And we still got 2 more periods to go, so even better. Even better. UB lost again. Did they choke again? Sable almost won it at the buzzer. Interesting. See how the poll 88% with the Sabres. Wow, you guys are very faithful. You trust this team a heck of a lot more than I do. Drury. See, the fact that Drury couldn't even be bothered to do what Briere did and send a video message. Bro has turned his back on Buffalo ever since he left, okay? Oh, crap. I think my intermission clock's about a minute behind. Yeah, it's about 2:40 to go until the period starts again. I'm going to keep it at 3 minutes. I'd rather the time be too much than too little. Don't want to give you guys false hope. Something. Start taking belt to ass and kill Ottawa for once and for all. Yay, Carolina, you heeded my calls. They just drew another penalty. That's interesting. He never wanted a career in baseball, never considered hockey. He actually... That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to tune back into the Tampa Buffalo game. All right, folks, slowly coming back into play. All right. 22 people in the chat. Looks like I'm not too far behind. But yep, folks, we return to play. The Sabres in Tampa. Game's starting to even out a little bit. Hope Buffalo can take advantage of this shorthanded Tampa team. If they can sweep this trip, holy. The amount of love that'll be in my heart for this group. It'll be unbridled joy. Okay? Hopefully I don't miss any of the actual game. ESPN Plus is putting me through an arduous commercial. Another minute of commercials? Let me know if I miss any game action. I don't trust ESPN Plus here. Swear to God, if they cheat me out of game action, I'm going to be pissed. But we got 18 people. As folks come on back into the stream, let's make sure we are viciously passionate about the Sabres, okay? See, 19 likes. Let's get to 20, folks. Let's get to 20. We're getting there. We're one away. Let's get to 20. One more. One more like to 20, folks. Can we do it? Let's do it. Come on. We can do it. We can absolutely do it. The start of the period, less than 10. I'm probably going to have missed a couple minutes. Oh, no. We jump straight into action. Looks like I didn't miss anything. ESPN, they have a reputation of cheating you out, stretching their commercial breaks out as long as possible, so. But we are getting ready to go here for the second period, tied 1-1. Both goals in the first period did come off turnovers, folks, so look for those to continue to be a major part of this game. Funny enough, Kucherov was the recipient of a turnover, scored a goal, committed a turnover, and let the Sabres score. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, let's just get this underway. What are we doing? Watching the game on what? Verse Sports, some French. Victor, what in the world? Dignus, I heard the weather there is not nice, and the only fun they'll get is winning these games. I guess so, yeah. The only thing they live for, sure. But face-off will be at center ice both. Well, the Sabres got their first line out there. Tampa with their third energy line on the ice. Tage Thompson cannot win it. Tampa will shoot it into the Sabres zone. Here's Don Lane. Leaves it in the corner for Tage. Trying to get it up the boards and out. Tuck eventually will. Gets it forward. And Krebs will chip it into the zone of Tampa. Krebs working on Gergenson's former teammates. Gergenson's able to get it out down the ice. Icing waved off because Yanni Gourde, quick off the bench. Trying to get this one out front. Samuelson just had his pocket picked by Holmberg. Holmberg to Gourde, back up top. Quick shot, deflects just wide of Ellis. Oh, Sabres just took a bad play. Is that going to result in the penalty? No. Somehow. Here's Gergenson's. To Gourde, back up top. Radich with a shot. Rebound sits in front. Holmberg gloved it down and popped up into the air. Where is it? Oh, nearly went into the back of the net of the Sabres. Somehow it stays out and remains tied. This 50-foot wrist shot from Radich just was bouncing around weirdly, sat up all alone in front. Oh, and lands on the top of the net. It landed on the top of the net. Oh my gosh. And what the refs briefly discussed, I think they were thinking about where the faceoff should be. But there's Holmberg. Samuelson just deflected it up and over. He actually caught a piece of Holmberg as well with the stick. Ooh, that's a nasty high sticking there by Samuelson on Holmberg. I wonder if they called it. Well, there's refs. We're talking about it. They are not going to call a penalty, I don't think. That should have been a penalty against Buffalo, but they got lucky. So the Sabres win another faceoff. Byram can't clear. Kucherov in front to Gensel. Couldn't get all of the stick on that. And the Sabres quickly clear the zone. Here's Jake Gensel now going cross ice here. Kucherov right at the blue line. Feeds it forward to Hagel. Back to Kucherov. Holds. Goes cross ice. Moser doesn't take the shot. Feeds it down low. Gensel! Or that was Radich trying to curl it to the front. This guy's playing with a ton of confidence right now. As long as it's coverage. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. I get you. What are you watching it on? Do you have like a pirating service where you get every channel known to man on the Fire Stick, or is this sanctioned? Helenius leans into that face-off, loses it, goes straight to Moser, out wide, Radich his shot, straight into the glove of Ellis. Pretty easy. Ray Ferraro having a bit of a spasmic moment here. Sabres win another face-off. They just haven't been able to get going here in the second period. They'll send it down the ice. Icing waved off here. Helenius, good foot race to negate the ice. Radich behind his own net. He'll stretch of four. There's that stretch pass again. Tampa trying to abuse the Sabres with speed. Gensel into the near side corner. Finds Hagel back up top. Moser saw Kucherov all alone on the far boards. Couldn't get it to him. Lightning still can't get it there. And Samuelson will pick it off. And the Sabres, for what feels like the first time this period, goes forward. Here's Ostlund. Just gave it away to Gensel. Ostland just does enough to break up a potential 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Power. Dangles across the red line. Keeps going. Power. Trying to hit the brakes there. Lost control of the puck. Tampa takes it back from him. Moser. It'll be guided down the ice, but it'll be an icing call here against Tampa. Sabres still looking for their first shot in this hockey game. So we got a whistle here, waiting for the face-off to be dropped. Just as good as finding streams. Nice. Face-off. Sabres shovel it forward to the Tampa corner, but cannot control the puck here. No sustained pressure thus far in this hockey game for Buffalo. And the Sabres just turned the puck over. Ooh, they got lucky. Tampa couldn't control the puck and nearly went into the Sabres zone offside, so they had to regroup in the neutral zone. Now Tampa's offsides. Right at the Buffalo line. Pontus Holmberg, I think, came in to the zone prematurely. All right. Ray Ferraro trying to glaze Owen Power right now. Sawyer, do it. Do it. You got to do this, man. Hell yeah, Sawyer. I wish you the best of luck, brother, okay? Meanwhile, Kozak trying to go forward. I have not been impressed with Kozak this season, folks. He had a couple of good moments last year, but he's an AHLer. Here's Buffalo. Trying to go forward. Malenstein just got dragged down to the ice. It's going to be called an icing here against the Sabres. I don't understand. How is that non-interference call? I guess the refs have given the Sabres one too many calls here this game. Oh. Internet. All right, you returned. 16:44 to go in the second. Face off here in the Sabres end. Fourth line out there for Buffalo. Tampa wins at Hedman. Just playing it to an open corner. Nobody there for Tampa. Sabres easily regroup. They try to get it forward. Back. Nearly did. Eventually it careens out of zone and into the Sabres bench. So the Sabres still looking for that first shot here in this second period. Nearly 4 minutes in. Just 3.5. Sabres are still the second youngest, or we are the youngest team in the NHL. That's nice. 25 people. Thank you for returning back to the stream. All right. Sabres lose another face-off. Tampa looking to come forward here. Hagel up to the blue line. Has it stripped. Tampa maintains possession. Gensel trying to find Hagel. He tried to go back post on the spinorama backhand. That was broken up by the Sabres, and they clear. But here comes Kucherov, quick in. Dahlin can't clear again. We're going to blame it on a broken stick this time. McLeod eventually cleans things up here for the Sabres, and Samuelson finds Quinn. He'll deflect it into the Tampa zone. Here's Zucker. Zucker to Samuelson. Can't get it in deep. The Sabres still looking for that first shot, and now Hagel can come the other way. Hagel to the Sabres blue line, pulls up, goes to the forehand, takes the shot, but it's deflected up and out of play. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Sabres are more of a shot quality team rather than a shot volume. Quality over quantity, but I don't know if it's sustainable. You can't be absorbing this much pressure from Tampa and expect to win this game. Oh, for Christ's sake, can my internet stop being crap, please? It's too early in the night for this. Here's Halonus, leans into another faceoff, loses it. Hedman, right at the point, just sends a soft little floater towards Ellis, and he'll cover it up. So lots of whistles here in this second period thus far. Another face-off. Sabres win! They won a face-off! Hey! Love to see it. But shots right now in this period. Tampa 6, Sabres 0. Good play to break that one up by Doan. And here comes Doan across the Tampa blue line. Can he get the shot? No, he can't. He'll play it to the back post. Just outside the reach of Helenius. Goes towards Byram. He lets the skate go all the way through to Helenius. Helenius now to Power with a shot that deflects just wide of Vasilevsky. Bjorkstrand looking to skate this puck forward. He fires it in. Byram leans a shoulder in. Ostlund as well is there. Here's Bjorkstrand now. Sends it towards the crease. Tampa gloved it down but can't get it forward. Now the Sabres have 3 going the opposite way. They'll fire it into the zone. Vasilevsky, what a puck handle on the boards. He turns it over behind the net! What a save by Vasilevsky on the wraparound. He just robbed Alex Tuch. Vasilevsky turned the puck over behind the net. Tuch trying to wrap it around up the far side, and Vasilevsky comes over. He just reaches a hand out there. Got a piece of it with the glove. Oh my gosh. That is robbery. Highway robbery, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. How did he save that? That was the first shot on goal for the Sabres this period. Oh my gosh. Off the stick of Pontus Holmberg. Tampa going back into the Sabres zone. Tuch trying to guide that one forward towards Krebs. Picked off. Now Chernak sends it forward, but Tampa has iced the puck. That was a very Hasek-like save, Chrissy. I'm not old enough to remember Dominic Hasek, but he looked good from the clips I see. That was a very Hasek-like save from Vasilevsky. That's absurd. Another face-off here. Sabres again cannot win. And they can't get possession here. Puck possession has solely been in Tampa's favor tonight. Here are the Sabres behind their own net after Tampa cleared. Quinn hands one off and gets it back, trying to go through the legs of Moser. Nearly causes a turnover and does. Zucker into the corner. Good strong play. Sends it towards the net. McLeod couldn't get a clean shot off. Kucherov with a nice defensive effort, and he can skate it forward here for Tampa. Kucherov lost it just inside the Sabres blue line. Sabres come back the other way. Quinn off the stick. Couldn't get touched it by Radish. And they'll go off for some line changes here. Radish to Hagel. Up the cross corner pass. Kozak picks it off. And now Samuelson. Outlet pass here. Finds Malenstein. Forced the pass over to Zucker. Was outside of his reach, but Zucker gets it back again. Trying to go back post. Nobody there for the Sabres. And now Hagel with a long outlet pass. Sabres eventually pick. Now they're finding their groove. Just a tiny bit. Tampa can't get off on the long change. Good hit by Malenstein to keep this along the boards. And he ducks away from the check of Radish. But no one there supporting him. Ooh, good hit by Helenius. Trying to dispossess Hagel. He does. Byram now with some space going forward. Crosses the blue line. Keeps going. Here's Byram. Pulls up in the corner. Sends a pass to the point. Helenius, his shot was off a leg and wide. Puck remains in Tampa's zone. Nothing really happening, though. But now they'll find an outlet pass flipped forward. Here comes Tampa. Trying to find the trailer pass was Douglas. Picked off by the Sabres. And here they come. 3 to the blue line. Trying to find a pass back post. Ostlund was. He had Doan streaking. It was intercepted by the Tampa D-man. Doan now trying to poke it in deep. Doan takes a spill. Tampa now will just play it up the wall instead. And the Sabres will just retreat. I don't know why ESPN hasn't updated the shot counter. Tuck was definitely a shot on goal. Here's Zach Metza trying to glove this one down. Taken away from him by Hedman, and he will just post up. They'll play catch. Chernak forward to Gonçalves. Gage Gonçalves into the Sabres corner. Far corner. Has it dispossessed by him by two Sabres players, but neither one of them can advance the puck. Metza eventually whacks it forward, and here comes Alex Tuck. He's got to watch out. His stick was just lifted. Here they come! Nearly a goal for the Lightning. What is Tuck doing tonight? He is awful. Here's James in the corner. Flips it back. McDonough with a shot. I don't know if that got all the way through. Ellis made deflected wide. Eventually, the Sabres clear. Nice play by the Sabres at center ice. Picking this one off, just keeping things in front of them. The steal again. Metza, former Quinnipiac product. His dump in goes up and out of play, and that's probably going to be a commercial break, right? Yep. So this game remains tied up at 1, folks. Nice. Carolina's up 3-2 over Ottawa, and Philly is up 2-1 over Washington. Very, very big. Pittsburgh and New York tied up at 2, but we don't really care about that. We got 25 people in the chat. Let's check the number of likes we have on the stream. That's the important part. 20 likes. Okay, we got 20. Let's get to 25 now, folks. Let's get to 25. 5 away from 25. Let's do it. 3 best goalies I've seen: Patrick Waugh, Hasek, and Marty Brodeur, and also Tom Barrasso. That's right, Tom Barrasso. Another great who won a cup, not in Buffalo. Got 24 people in this chat. Still a commercial break. Waiting for it to return. Yeah, I'm tired right now, folks. I'm not going to lie. I am very tired. Been working all day. Let's see. Let's zoom in on my phone and see. Yes, love to see it. Alrighty. We have returned to play, folks. There's the oh, that's the Metro Division. Why are we showing the Metro Division? Why are we doing that? It's stupid. Alright, just waiting for this puck to be dropped, folks. I'm not purposely trying to be boring right now. Sabres lose that face-off. Tampa has a no. Moser going up the far side. Dahlin broke that play up. Try to get it forward, but it deflects up and out of play, so we'll get another face-off. This second period is taking forever. This is taking forever. And there's Buffalo, sitting on 69 points right now, looking to make it 71 tonight. Probably not, but hopefully. All right, another face-off. Hey, the Sabres win it. They'll deflect it forward. Puck goes just wide of Vasilevsky. This time he doesn't screw around with it. Tampa nearly turned it over in their high slot. Gensel got out of it. Lucky him. He continues to move, scamper forward here for Tampa. Can't get it to the net. Sabres is keeping everything to the outside right now. Love to see it. Dahlin crossing the blue line. Plays it in. Radish is there. And now Tampa can go forward again. Here's Gensel with speed, looking back post, cuts to the middle. Gensel to the front. Oh, it hit the outside of the post. Kucherov was there and Hagel. Neither of them could whack it into the open net. Somehow, it remains tied. Malenstein, the other way. Malenstein takes a big hit behind the net. And now this puck goes up and out of play. Did it deflect? Yes, it did. Colton Ellis somehow kept this puck out. He slid all the way out of his net, goes off the skate of Samuelsson, and it hits the outside of the post. Why the actual hell are we going back to a commercial break, ESPN? What is wrong with this league? Stupid. So another commercial. Literally a minute after the first one. We got 21 people in the chat right now. Thank you, folks, for joining me on this evening. This beautiful evening. Clippers trade Harden to the Cavs. Yeah. For Darius Garland. I don't know why Cleveland did that. I guess they wanted to spice things up. That's my best explanation. I don't know. So the Sabres should have had a second, and Tampa should have just gotten a second. I don't know how. All right, we return to play. Ray Ferraro getting a mini interview with Victor Hedman right now, folks. Can we stop talking to Hedman? I want to watch hockey. All right, now we're done. Done with that. So an offensive zone face-off here for the Sabres. Ostlund leaning into this one. He hasn't been strong in the dot. That trend continues, but the Sabres get some... No. I was about to credit them for their wall work, but they weren't able to get it forward towards the net. But anyways, here's Buffalo now in their own zone. Power behind his net now. Looking for some options going forward. Finds Byram. Byram, I think his pass missed the mark and will be an icing. Yep, it will. Simon, if you think it's bad for you guys, the Sabres in Tampa and the Lightning, we haven't had breaks either. Every time the Sabres win, everybody else in the Atlantic wins too. So it's so annoying. Incredibly annoying. It's incredibly annoying. Face off in the Sabres D zone. Won by Tampa to the point. They get along the near side wall. Hagel forced out at the blue line. It goes down the ice. No icing. Hagel wins the footwear race against Doan. And he'll just hang around behind his own net. Sabres still over halfway into the second period. Do not have a shot on goal. Here's Krebs looking to change that. Goes far side for power. Just holds up at the blue line. Feeds it forward to Krebs. Krebs to Hellenus, up to the point, across, Samuelsson, he's got a lane! Oh! Krebs just touched it wide at the back post. Somehow, it's still tied. Samuelsson with an elite vision there. Oh, Sabres just took out a guy at center ice. Going the other way. Pulls up right at the face-off dot. He'll thread it into the corner. Krebs, good play by him to shoulder off at a forechecker. There's another shot from Samuelsson. Deflects just wide. Gensel up high. Can't get it out. Point to point it goes. Here's Dahlin. Walks to the middle, takes the shot, blocked. Samuelson with a spin around, trying to get it forward. Can, and now watch out. Numbers the other way for Tampa. Here comes Hagel. The end of a shift. He'll pull up on the far wall, looking for a trailer. He's got it. McDonough goes to the outside, and for some reason the net is off its moorings. And we have a penalty getting called here, maybe? Do we have a penalty here? I don't know if we have a penalty, folks. That's what Bob Wischusen just said, but I don't think we do, actually. There's been no signal from any of the referees. But just somehow, how did Krebs not get that redirection? Bro cannot score on an actual goalie. All right, another face-off here. It's still in the dot. Sabres cannot win it. Tampa to the blue line. That shot got all the way through. Ellis made the save. And the Sabres go up the boards and out. Zucker dances by one. He'll throw it into the zone. Sabres cannot get onto these pucks. They've had some really good opportunities here in this period, but somehow still not a single shot on goal. It's kind of bothering me. I know I've mentioned it like 20 times, but Sabres can't get this puck out. Good reach by Metza. The Sabres can come forward here again. Watch out. Dahlin trying to go, or McLeod trying to go through the defenseman there. But just nothing consistent here in the Tampa zone. They possessed the puck, but I wouldn't say Tampa's had any grade A opportunities either. No, actually, Simon, the Sabres are the youngest team in the NHL right now, according to ESPN earlier tonight. Fourth line out here for the Lightning. They get it forward. Carlisle in front. It pinged around there briefly. This Austin line is having a difficult time tonight. But the Habs are not an old team either. This has been Tampa's probably their strongest shift here this period. Eventually, the Sabres control it, and they will skate it forward. Across the blue line they go. Hellenus takes the shot! Oh, they got a shot on goal! Bang! Sorry if that was too much anticipation. Y'all probably thought it was a goal for a second. Here comes Dahlin with another shot. Blockered away by Vasilevsky. Stays in play. Look at that. Sabres know how to put it on Vasilevsky. Ooh. We nearly got caught with too many men on the ice. Here's Malenstein from his knees. Able to keep everything in front still. Tampa now into the Sabres zone. They just throw it in. Can't keep it there. Malenstein the other way. This is just such a tight game right now, folks. This could go either way. Gonsalves trying to go to the backside. Can't get it there. Sabres again. Things just... Nothing's open right now. Jurgensen's behind his own net. We'll just keep it there. There's a long change here for both teams right now. Everyone getting their reinforcements and soldiers onto the ice. And let's be civil in chat, please. I would hate to have to put anyone in timeout. Let's be nice to each other. Even though he's a Habs fan, that doesn't mean he's a bad person. Okay. Here's Tage. Walking, takes the shot. Ooh, that caught Vasilevsky off guard a little bit. That was a slinging wrist shot. Tampa, meanwhile, ices the puck here. I don't know how Thompson was able to torque that shot. Just caught Vasilevsky nearly far side. But the two hottest teams in the NHL since December 9th. Tampa number 1, Buffalo number 2. .413 to go in this second period. It's high energy. It feels like a playoff game. We keep saying that over and over again over the last 2 months, but it does. Here's Quinn with a floater. Goes off the end board. Zucker can't get it to the front of the net. Tampa clears it down the ice. Will it be far enough for an icing? No. No, it won't. It's the first time since 06-07 the Sabres have won 20 of 25 games. That's absurd. Bowen Byram off the stick there. Sabres. Oh, they had a little bit of space in front. Just couldn't get it there. Now Carlisle one touches it. Forward to Hedman. Now to Hagel. Goes across the Sabres blue line. Checks it up there. Looking for some help. Genso into the far corner he goes. Sabres meet him. No, McLeod can't get it out. Has a strip by Hagel. Nice dipsy doodle by Hagel in the corner. Gets it to the point. Quick shot from Hedman straight into the glove of Ellis. And he'll hold on. This is the only time Atlantic teams lose. It's against other Atlantic teams. All right, another commercial break here for ESPN. Of course. All right. Internet, stop being stupid. Stop it. I know what you're doing and you're trying to piss me off and rage bait me. Don't. I will say, Simon, Montreal, our series would go to 7 if the Habs and Sabres faced each other. We would go to 7 games. I'd guarantee it. Both of those, Sabres and Montreal, they're just so even. So good. A lose in this division and you are out of the playoffs. Not difficult to understand. Lol. Yep. Make sure to like and subscribe, folks. We're in the middle of a commercial break here again. 23 likes. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, you lose a string of games. It's crazy. You have one bad week, and you could be out of a playoff spot. Yeah, Montreal and the Sabres are two of the youngest teams. It's crazy. They're both extremely good this year. But the Sabres do need some reinforcements, especially if Benson and Norris continue to miss time. All right, we return to play here. 3:18 left in the second. The score remains tied up at 1. Puck drop will be in the Sabres zone here. Kozak. Oh, Samuelson, a little too eager coming out of the faceoff dot. Kozak gets tossed. All right, Sabres win that faceoff. Now lift it high to center ice. That's a hand pass. That should be, yep, finally get a whistle. Since the Sabres start their rebuild before Habs, so they are more experimented, I guess. Even with injuries. I know. Well, Florida plays a winning style of hockey. They just have a great system down there. Oh, there's a slapper. Deflected in on Vasilevsky. I don't think that'll count on as a shot. Puck goes behind the net. Tampa is just controlling the puck possession right now. This is what they do. Deflected. Ellis. He waited a while to pass that puck off. Eventually he did. Worked out here for the Sabres. Malenstein towards the net. Can't find a touch from Kozak. Tampa, now with space, going the other way. McDonough, 2 to the Sabres blue line. Plays it between the legs of Samuelson. James, in on the forecheck there. Can't turn it into anything meaningful for Tampa. And again, the Sabres will deflect it forward. Tuck deflects it into the Tampa zone. Tampa there to retrieve. Holmberg across. Gets it back again from Moser. Here comes Pontus Holmberg. Into the corner. Hagel now to Gergensons. Back up top. Carlisle plays it around the boards. Can't get it towards the net, though. Sabres just, again, blocking everything off. They're following up with each other. And now here comes Tuck. He'll shoot it in. Both teams just looking for some sort of space right now. 1:45 now to go here. Tage plays it towards the middle of the ice. Krabs couldn't glove it down in control. Tampa again just lifts it towards the blue line. It's been like this all period long. But now Tage, with some space, he holds. Eventually takes the shot. It got blocked. Glove down by Owen Power, trying to play it towards the corner. Can't find Tage. Tampa trying to spring it past the other way. Hagel nearly got it. And now they have some speed. Kucherov drops it. Moser to the front. Kucherov could not get it to go by the pad. Now he gets it again. It sits in front. Ellis poke checking it. Tampa quickly gets it to the point. Osland across to Power. Now they'll bank it up the boards. Can they get it out? They can, but it goes up and out of play. Deflected off the glass and out. But Tampa, jeez. Kucherov, what a great stick by Owen Power to stick with Kucherov to make sure he didn't have a free goal. .4 seconds remaining in the second period. Sabres win the faceoff. Dahlin trying to ring it around the far boards. McLeod gets it to the blue line, not out. Gets a couple whacks. Now he gets it forward. Goes to the opposite blue line. Quinn, good forecheck there. Can't force a turnover. Buffalo. All right, Sabres trying to cause a turnover here. They get some sort of deflection. It bounces into the Tampa zone. Here's the Sabres. Can't get it out. Quinn, right at the boards. Eventually gets it forward. Here's Helenus trying to cross it into the Tampa zone. Weaved his way. 10 seconds to go. That probably should be it for the second period. Moser meanders his way slowly to the neutral zone. Maybe one last opportunity. Hagel out wide. Goes cross eyes. Pass missed the mark. And that will do it, folks. Not much offensively in that second period, but it was a tight defensively, and these two teams remain tied up at 1. This is a definite playoff game. We'll see who blinks first, but nobody has done so thus far. So we got a long intermission on the card here, folks. Looking around the NHL, though, Pittsburgh up 3-2 over New York. Carolina maintains their 3-2 lead against Ottawa. 2-2 is the score between Washington and Philly. Damn it, New Jersey. Columbus has just taken the lead 1-0 there. Third period at 12:45 remaining in that Columbus game. I'm going to rewatch. Let's watch that Carolina game again. Oh, let's see here. 25. Yes, we got 25 likes. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Let's continue to get that subscriber count up, though. Shall we not? Let's see, how many subscribers are we at? We are at 1352 now. Let's get to 1355. Baby steps, baby steps. Let's get or 3355. 3355. Let's make it happen, ladies and gents. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, we're up to 26 now. Love to see this. Looks like Montreal's Ottawa's about to go back to the power play here. Nice. Oh, I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back, folks. I want to see this Ottawa power play. Here's Dylan Cousins. Hey, buddy. It's crazy how stacked the Atlantic is. Ooh. Come on, Carolina. Let's go. Come on. Hopefully the Sabres can just get a second. It feels like 3 goals will win the game here tonight. For sure. Whoever gets this next goal in the Sabres Tampa game, I believe will win this hockey game. So watch. Tampa will score like a minute into the third. But I'm a little worried that the Sabres... Ottawa just scored. I'm a little worried that the Sabres are going to be really tired here in this third period. They're already not getting much to the net as it speaks. So I don't know. They just got to try to keep their energy levels high. I don't know. Take steroids in the locker room. Do what you got to do. All right. So Ottawa's tied up at 3. Sawyer already on. What's going on? Sawyer's a woman. He's a ladies' man, okay? Josh, drag race. Start huffing them salts. Yeah, they need some smelling salts. Take 5 of them if you must. Get the energy levels up, boys. Get 1 more goal and then park the bus. That's all we got to do. Park the bus. Can we park the bus tonight? Would love to see it. Just get a win. Any way you can, let's get a win. Ideally in regulation, too. But I'm going to pee. Don't leave. None of you leave. All 20 of you, do not leave. Osiris, what's going on? But I'm going to be back. Little black tea and oranges. Intermission, smelling salts in there, good to go. Hopefully, they should. They got plenty of time as well before the third period starts back up again. Plenty of time. We'll just chill here. Yeah, but I took my piss, Josh. I feel a lot better now, I will say it. A lot better. I still gotta watch I gotta watch that Hashtag documentary. I heard it's really good. They were playing it on MSG a couple nights ago. It's on my bucket list. I'll find some time to watch it pretty soon. But I definitely do want to watch. Definitely want to watch that Hashtag documentary. Just get a sense of the Dominator. He was on After the Whistle, Andrew Peters and Craig Reve's show a couple of days ago. That was a funny interview. Funny podcast episode from them. And speaking of that, folks, Cal and I recorded a podcast video a few days ago, and it's got like 20 friggin' views. Let's get that up. After this stream, go check out the podcast episode. We talk a lot about the Bills, so if you like football and you want semi-decent commentary on Joe Brady and what his staff is going to look like, it's already been getting filled in, so it's a tiny bit outdated. Check out that podcast episode. So yeah, go do it. Do it. That is my expectation for you lot. You know, I'm noticing I need a decoration over on this wall here. I got a banner up there, and I got the Bills helmet, but I gotta keep building out a background. So maybe a little like banner right there. What do you guys think? It seems a little empty, especially with everything over here. A few more interesting things occurring. You got my vinyl records down there too. It's great. Yes, Osiris. Am I getting that name? It's partially cut off. I think it's Osiris. I think I got that right. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Thank you. We would greatly appreciate it. Y'all did. See how many likes we're up to. 28 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Coyote, I mean, I don't necessarily care about Pittsburgh because I expect them at this point to get a top 3 spot in the Metro. But what I care about is 4 teams from the Metro being good. So I'm talking about a combination of I keep mentioning Montreal, damn it. If any of the following teams are good, or if all the following teams are good, then the Sabres have a problem. Washington, Columbus, Pittsburgh, the Islanders. And I'll throw in Ottawa too because they're playing a whole lot better as of late. So yeah. Josh says a banner, picture, even a jersey. Maybe it's hard to tell how big. It's not very big. I'll stand right next to it and I'll show you guys. Let me slide. I'm not getting up. I'm too lazy for that. All right. You see my hand? Not very big. So it's like 8 inches across, I think, or maybe 10 inches. I could put like a banner there. I think a banner would be good. Everything else, I think, would be too big. AI, what's going on? What's going on? But folks, let me know your thoughts. What should I put over there? I'm thinking about a banner right now. You know, one of those banners with all the logos for the Bills or all the logos over the history of the Sabres. But I don't know if I want to do another Sabres banner. I already got the Ryan Miller one up. Maybe I do a Bills one. Those cost more. Keep fitting this room out for decoration. This is like the only room in this apartment too that's decorated. Me and my brother, my roommate, we do not decorate. We're not great interior designers. That is not a profession we'll be going into. I can tell you that. You should see the horrific LED job we did downstairs. Looks like crap. I mean, I wouldn't say they look totally awful. It's been an even game for sure. It's been really even. No team has had any major opportunities as of late. I mean, actually, I take that back. Tampa had one. Tampa had a good opportunity. But it's been pretty even regardless. I know the shot count isn't great, but believe me, a lot of those Tampa shots are just kind of floaters that Colton Ellis can easily see. No screen in front of him. So yeah. Well, Cyrus, I do not have enough space for a framed Bills jersey. Although, a framed Bills jersey is definitely on the bucket list of things to get. Oh yeah, turnovers are not great. Both teams are really stacking up the neutral zone quite nicely. The Sabres are playing a nice 1-2-2, and they are stymieing everything. Unfortunately, Kucherov has gone through a couple times. Yeah, we did, for sure. You're right. We did. One of those turnovers, Columbus just scored again. New Jersey, what the hell? Gosh, Sabres got to win tonight. Keep everything out in front of them. Just keep stacking the wins, Buffalo. Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills. make sure, folks, to like and subscribe if you haven't already. See, how many likes are we up to? We got 28 likes, though. 2 more to 30. Can we get 2 more? 2 more to 30. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. We got it, guys. I have faith in all of you. Okay? I have faith. Let's get to 30 likes on the stream. And we still need 3 more subs. 3 more, come on. 3 more subs. That's all we need. 3 more subs and 2 more likes. And I'll be happy. Just put in the chat, too, for all you readers. Let's make it happen. How much time? About 3.5 minutes until the third and probably final period starts. Ugh. Just like I normally do. I'm a creature of habit, folks. I always say this. I'm gonna say it again. Make sure I stay quiet during this intermission to save my voice. Osiris, can I like it more than one time? No, you can't. You'd have to have a separate account. But I'm not saying we should always just start making bot accounts. Let's do this the right way. I don't know. Share with a friend. Put it in the Discord. You know. There's plenty of options to find just a couple more people. A couple more people will make all the difference in the world. Ottawa and Carolina still tied up at 3. Sabres need a win tonight. I always say this. Just keep winning, Buffalo. We only need to be right around 500 to get to 97 points by the end of the season. And 97 is probably enough to make it into the playoffs this year. Can you believe it? We've given ourselves so much of a cushion. This is great. This is fantastic. When have the Sabres ever been in a position to control their own destiny? Huh? It's never happened before. It's beautiful. The first time. Even that 91-point season where they nearly snuck in, that felt like more of a fluky kind of season, right? They weren't playing great hockey. It was kind of roll the dice and see what the heck happens. Playing blackjack, we're going to hit on 16. That's how that season felt. It wasn't, they were going to get bounced easily in the first round, too. It would have been a nice story, but this year it's far better. Much, much better. You know, smooth gaming, if we just went out, I think the Sabres would make the playoffs. Does anyone disagree with that? I feel like that's not a hot take. If the Sabres win out, and we never lose again, to quote Shorzy, we're never going to lose a hockey game again, I think they're going to make the playoffs. Just slight intuition. You never know, though. Every other team in the Atlantic can win out as well, and, you know, make it a whole fun game. Whole fun race to the end of the finish line, but I don't know. All right, I'm going to switch back to the Sabres game. Enough of Ottawa. You bore me. Ottawa bores me. You think so? Okay, we got one agreement. Yes, yes. I know, this is what you guys subscribe for. This is deep analysis from Don LaFay, okay? The Sabres will not win out, though. That's unfortunate. So, yeah. Damn. Still got a minute of ads. Why? Sorry, guys. We're going to move the intermission tracker back. Oh. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's right. You never know. You never know what it's going to take. 23-0. You know, I always I put it into the streams to begin the season. I thought To be humorous, the Sabres, their goal this year would be 30 wins. Now we've cautiously bumped it up to 40. I mean, the Sabres wins away from 40 wins. Can you believe it? Jeez. You never know though, folks, right? Should we? We're not going to bump it up to 50 wins yet. If the Sabres hit 40 wins, we'll have to call it a quest for 50, I guess. We live in strange times, don't we? Don't we not? But anyways, about to return here for the third period. There we go. So the game's still tied up at 1. Here we go. This is a huge period. I wonder who's going to blink first. Ooh, Jim. I wonder who's going to blink first. Ooh, Jim. If they win tonight, Jim, they get 2 points. Ooh. Goaltending has been the bedrock of our play this the last 2 months, okay? All right. We are about to return to play here, folks. I gotta say, Bob Wischusen, he's so good. Bro is such a good announcer. Far better than I ever could be. He's got an announcer-esque voice. So, the Sabres and Lightning leaning in here for this third period face-off. And here we go. We are off in the third and maybe final period here between the Sabres and Lightning. You never know. It could go to overtime too. I doubt it, but we'll see. It's been a tight defensive game, and I'd hate to see the Sabres unravel here in this third period. All the work they've done through 40 minutes would be sucky to see that. Here comes Tage, though. Got held a little bit. No call from the refs. Sabres go cross ice. Get it back again. Here's Samuelson to Thompson. He'll tip it into the Lightning zone. Vasilevsky just saw talk. He was half-heartedly at the end of his shift, though. So kind of slowly forechecking. Holmberg takes a shot that goes well wide of Ellis. And now the Sabres will play around with it here, looking to go forward. Byram to Quinn. Flips it in. Good play behind the net between Vasilevsky and Hedman. Spring pass forward for Tampa. He'll play it out wide to Declan Carlisle. Carlisle takes a spill. McLeod trying to go up the boards. He's got to get it out there. Kucherov somehow keeps it in. Power cleans up McLeod's mess. And now the Sabres can come forward here. Just across the blue line they go. He's got a man to the back post. Zucker as well at the near post. They were a couple whacks away, but neither could push it by Vasilevsky. He will freeze play here. Martin Erad looking pretty good on the ice tonight, isn't he, folks? That was a decent opportunity. I would have liked to see McLeod maybe send that pass to the back post sooner. He had the potential for a one-timer. Would have been a tough pass, now, regardless. Sabres win the faceoff. They'll play it into the corner. Ostlund rings it around. Gonsalves on the near side. He'll send it back the other way. No one at the point for the Sabres, unfortunately. So the puck just gets out of the zone. ESPN just skipped up on me. Tip. Or Doan tries to tip out. Doesn't work. He gets out the second time. Tampa sends it right back in again. Tampa's just stacking everything up at the blue line. Sabres are struggling to get off the boards. There's a pass all the way back. Bryson now finds Kozak going for it. What's going on, Clive? They'll play it into the zone. Goes into the far corner. Roseanne with some help from Malenstein. Haven't seen too much of Roseanne tonight, per the norm. Ooh, good keeping by Bryson at the line. His shot deflects. Decent pad save from Vasilevsky. Sabres can't keep it in the second try. It's bouncing around right at the blue line. Kozak will just spin it in. Here comes Scott Sabrin going forward. Sabrin into the near side corner. Gets checked off the play. And Roseanne, he's got to get a touch on that puck. Malenstein does a good job on the far boards to get that puck out. But watch out. Quick pass off the bench. Sabrin into the corner. Winds it in deep. Here's Power behind the net. Gets it forward to Bo Byram. Byram through center. Tage trying to fight off a couple of checkers. He does. Tage, what are we doing there, buddy? Here comes Buffalo again. Thompson trying to slide this one towards the net. First line not getting a lot of opportunities here tonight. Ooh, Gergensen's nearly caught that spring pass going forward. Come on, Sabres. Some speed here from Power out from behind his own net. He'll go through center, flips it out wide to Krebs. Krebs just touches it on. Power finds Krebs to the front of the net. That couldn't be handled in the high slot. Dahlin, though, goes across again with a high riser straight into the glove of Vasilevsky. Pretty easy money for him. Ooh, if only Dahlin could have handled that puck in front. He had a look. He had a look. If he was a lefty, or if he was a righty, he would have had a great look on Vasilevsky. Sabres lose that faceoff. Sabres currently out shooting Tampa this period 3-0. Here's Kucherov, though. Finds Hagel. Walks to the middle. Rebound. Oh, it went to the back post. Somehow Ellis made the save. McLeod skates it free. Nice pass to Samuelsson. Look at Samuelsson scores! Can you believe Mattias Samuelsson? He goes far side. Oh my! Oh my goodness! Samuelsson led the rush there for the Sabres. Well, he found a great pass from McLeod, stepped in towards the middle, and he's got Andre Vasilevsky's number here tonight, folks. What a goal! Tampa had a great opportunity at one end. The Sabres respond. They get their first lead of the game. Holy smokes! That puck was an absolute rocket into the far corner. We dropped the puck here. It's a 2-1 game. That's his second goal tonight. Oh my gosh. Here's Power forward to Byram. Byram, his pass picked off at center ice. And now there is a stumble there. Hedman just whacks it to the near side. No one there for Tampa. Byram steps up, sends it towards the crease. Ostlund couldn't tip it by Vasilevsky. Helenu still with the puck on the near side boards. Tampa just fishes it forward and out. Ostlund leaves it for Power in his own zone. They go for the stretch pass again. Crossing the blue line they go. Here's Helenu, pulls up, goes onto the backhander. He sweeps it down low. Couldn't find a teammate. And now here's Gage Gonsalves skating it free. Bryson swept at by James. It sits behind the net. Bryson trying to get it forward, but not out. Here's Chernak into the middle of the ice. There's a shot from Bjorkstrand blocked in the high slot. They keep it alive, though, in the Sabres zone. Here's Metza trying to get it forward. Nifty pass. Sabres just get it out. Right. Sabres remain in their own end. Here's Bryson trying to skate away from pressure. He does a nice job at that. Goes towards Metza. So the Sabres, they are 22-10-3 when outshot the season per ESPN. That's an absurd stat. Tage goes hard around the boards. It went way too far around. Goes all the way back down the ice as well. Ellis, he'll flip this one out to center. Krebs took a hard and meaty whack at it. Can't get it towards Tuck, but they do force a turnover here potentially. Tuck can't get it towards the middle. It's still inside the blue line, though. Somehow it stays in. Radish getting hounded by Tuck behind the net. Sabres in their forecheck is starting to put the clamps on here in Tampa. Holmberg Holmberg cannot clear either. Tuck. Oh, it took a weird bounce. Went straight on Vasilevsky. He had to be alert so as to avoid calamity. And now finally, Moser. He'll get it forward. Takes a spill. Hagel trying to help him out. Neither of them can handle the puck, and the Sabres will just play it back. Let's go Sabres chance in the crowd right now. Quinn through the crease. No one there to tap it home. Here's Zucker now. Bad pass trying to go down the boards. Turns it straight over, and Kucherov will shoot this one into the Sabres zone. Past the stick of Colton Ellis. It goes near side for Kucherov. He can't handle, and McLeod the other way with speed. McLeod across the blue line. Gains it. Holds. Trying to go towards the middle of the ice. That pass off a Tampa skate. And bounces right to Kucherov. He'll go back the other way with speed. Makes one move. Goes outside. Hagel drops the shoulder to the net. Straight into the glove of Ellis. There is a little bit of space on that near side. But he holds on for no rebounds. Oh, this Samuelson shot. Oh my God. He's just insane. He is insane, folks. So the Moms trip, they have yet to see a loss on their, or actually they did see a loss. It was in Montreal. But they are having a good time up in one of those press boxes somewhere. In one of those suites. Where is, there it is. So let me get that goal information for you guys. So Samuelson with assists. I'm going to leave y'all in suspense here for just a moment. There we go. There's that. Let's flip it on the screen. So there's that second goal information. Samuelson, St. Sammy, assisted by Ryan McLeod and Jack Quinn. Samuelson's 11th of the season from McLeod, his 29th, and Quinn, his 24th helper. Jack Quinn, 24 helpers. I thought he was a goal scorer. Sabres D-men, I think they've scored the third most out of any D core in the NHL. I think that's the stat I saw earlier today. But who would have seen this? Sabres can't get a sniff of the puck in the first two periods. Get that crucial second goal. I'm going to keep this out here for the entirety of the commercial break, just to let you guys know when that changes. Oh, looks like, here we Samuelson. Everyone's saying he's been unbelievable. 2 goals tonight, 11th of the season. He's only behind Dahlin in terms of goals by a defenseman. There we go. Oh, it looks like the Sabres, of course, are giving up a power play here. That's exactly not what you wanted here. Tampa's got just an absolutely insane power play. And they find Kucherov, goes quick across, down low to Hagel. Sabres penalty, got to get back in their box. They do, finally get settled. Hagel to the point for Radish. Out wide, Kucherov along the near side wall, sends it in front. Ellis makes the crucial save on Bjorkstrand. Sabres cannot clear, though. Now Kucherov holds, takes this shot. Ellis says no. Well-designed play by Tampa. Sabres just got to get to this face-off. They got to win this face-off. There we go. That's good. All right, 1:35 to go here in this Tampa power play. They win the face-off again. Radish out wide to Hagel. Up top to Radish. Near side, Kucherov one-timer into the gut of Ellis. He read that play nicely. Kucherov is just absolutely frustrated on the ice right now. It's beautiful. .126 now. Can the Sabres win a faceoff? Kozak wins it. Dahlin will send it down the ice. That's huge. Such a big play. All right, Radish. He'll drop it back. Hagel will slowly creep his way up the ice. He'll drop it back again. Kucherov with speed across the blue line. Sets the zone. Bjorkstrand now to Gensel. Out wide and down low to Kucherov. Tries to go back to the point. Off the stick of Radish. He cannot keep it in. He did a good job just reaching out for it. Could have resulted in a shorthanded break for Kozak, but Radish keeps control and finds Kucherov. Drops it again to Radish at the point. Now to Bjorkstrand. Back to Radish. Out wide to Kucherov. Near side dot to Radish. One-timer. They score. It's Bjorkstrand in front. Nothing Colton Ellis could have done on that. Sabres were caught off guard, and the Tampa Bay Lightning tie this game up at 2. That's why you can't give up stupid power or penalties. Bjorkstrand, that's his 9th goal of the season. 8 of those coming from the power play. But Kozak just can't get to the block. No one tied the stick up, and Bjorkstrand had a wide open net in front. This game is tied up at 2 with 11:07 to go in the third period. Now this crowd is back into this. So we got a hockey game, folks. Samuelson, can you come back out and score another goal, please? Please? Here's Zach Meta now, up the far side to Tuck, now to Krebs. Krebs just gets it in deep. Pontus Holmberg being washed by Tage. Behind the net, Holmberg gets tossed to the ground. He gets it out wide to Gergensons, now to Holmberg. Nearly turned it over in front of his own net, but he's able to skate away with it. Now it's about the response here for Buffalo. Sabres got to hustle to get back on side, or Tampa did. Now here's Bryson. Watch out. He's got a man behind him and in front. Finds it forward to Tuck. That pass just rolled off his stick. Could not control it there. And the Sabres' first line will come off the ice. Here comes James for the Lightning. Lifts this one into the zone. Now the crowd's got some energy and some life here, folks. Quinn, get that up the boards. Wrong way. Here comes McLeod. McLeod going near side for Quinn. Just gets it by 1. Oh, that was not offsides. If that wasn't called offsides, Quinn would have found Zucker all alone at the back post. But the whistles blow. Play is dead. And we have a commercial break here. So the Sabres got the foot forward here to begin this period, courtesy of Matthias Samuelsson. But Bo Byram takes a stupid penalty, and Tampa makes the Sabres pay. They show us what a real power play looks like. Matthias Samuelsson has 10 even strength goals this year. Bro is such a beauty. He is such a beauty. Jeez. We've got 27 people, folks. This is going to be a great end to this game. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right. So stick around here. Make sure to subscribe, like, do all the normal stuff. See how many likes we're up to. 29. One more. Can we get one more? One more subscriber. Come on. Or one more like. One more like. Sorry. But Sabres still, they've been playing great. They're in this game with one of the best teams in the NHL. But their penalties really are killing them. Last couple games, penalty kill can only do so much. I will say Colton Ellis probably should have gathered the rebound on that second Tampa goal. But here we go, folks. All right, so this face-off will be just outside the Tampa zone. I know. I'm with you. I wanted Samuelson bought out before the season started, but bro is low key a Norris candidate. It's unreal. All right, Tampa wins the faceoff. Takes a weird hop off the boards. Gonsalves gets to that puck first. Here's Samuelson, or not Samuelson. Power. Jesus, maybe I'm just really tired now. Sabres whack this puck right in on Vasilevsky. Ooh, Vasilevsky playing a little dangerous there. And now Tampa is going to ice this puck, I think. Yeah. And the Sabres, I got to mention, they're still playing this gritty and great of hockey games without Josh Norris, their second-line center. Some would argue their first-line center, but tomato, tomato. 9:18 now to go in this third period. If the Sabres also got a point out of this game, cool. Coolio, that's great. Hey, Carolina won in regulation. You'll love to see it. Face off. Oh, it sat right in the skates of Tuck. He got it to the back post. Thompson couldn't get a shot off. That puck now goes past Krebs. Sabres, can they keep it in? Yeah. But it goes down low. Gonsalves to Carlisle. Carlisle flips it to the near side here. And Tampa will just flip it into the zone. I want Samuelson. There he is. He's on the puck right now. Nice pass to find down lane. He's going up the near side boards. Krebs, can he get it out? Yes, he will. It's going to go down the ice. Not far enough for an icing, though. Tuck. Some good speed. What do we got a whistle here. Looks like a high stick here against Tampa. That faceoff will remain in their zone. So Columbus has won. Philly beat Washington 4-2. That's a big result for them. Like I mentioned, already lost in Carolina tonight. Looks like Tage had a bloody nose at some point. Yeah, Kucherov has been really frustrated despite having 2 points. So off this face-off, Sabres, Quinn, way too easily shrugged off. He's got to be stronger than that. And here comes Gensel on the near side to the middle. Back post. Kucherov! How did he miss? And he ran over Colton Ellis. Now there's a trip that's not called here against Buffalo. And watch out, McLeod with some speed the other way. McLeod to the backhander trying to pull it near side. Zucker couldn't get a shot off. Zucker, come on. How many passes are you going to be crap on? But Kucherov nearly put Lightning back out in front. Should have been 3-2 Tampa. Here's Moser behind his own net. He'll begin the rush forward. Tampa's crowd noise. This one is an icing call against Tampa. Their jerseys look like Toronto, so give me some slack there. Just looking at this most recent play. Metsa left his man all alone. How did Kucherov not score? That's nuts. And he ran over Ellis, too. He's already had a concussion this year. Hopefully he is okay. Here's Bryson with a quick dance and a shot from the point. Doesn't get through. Now the Sabres looking for... Uh-oh! Tampa just tripped a guy. Curtis Douglas is going to be the culprit. We have a delayed call coming up here against Tampa. Sabres are just... They got the extra attacker on. They're going to hold on to this puck and just dance for a little bit. Just keep it away from your own net, guys. I remember that Utah game last year. Here's Krebs up the near side. Krebs dancing into the corners. Plays it out in front. Just outside the reach of Doan. Tampa touches up, and the Sabres will be going back to the power play. They're 0 for 2 so far tonight.
I'm the kind of guy, since you're on a power play, you're out. I don't like power play people.
So it'll be a hook call against Tampa here. Curtis Douglas. He's going to get a stick right into the midsection of Helenius. He falls. Pretty easy call. And this is an ideal situation here for the Sabres. Take advantage for once of the power play. Tampa has so far tonight. Sabres are 0 for 2. That Zucker loses the faceoff. Bounces right to Hagel, and he will skate it forward and Tampa will waste some time. Ooh, they don't get it far down the ice. Doan goes cross-ice here to Zucker. Zucker rings it around the boards. Vasilevsky with an active stick. Tampa gets to it, to the line. Not out, Dahlin turns it over. Short-handed break for Gensel. Gensel, oh, good hustle to get back here, but not out of the woods. Tampa towards the net. Blocker away by Ellis, and now the Sabres can come back with speed. Here's Tage, splitting the D-man. Plays it to the back post. Quinn couldn't, already got the shot off. Saved by Vasilevsky. Oh, it's going to be on every time. The Sabres, that's the new power play sound. All right, Victor, that's the new power play sound. Here's Quinn, goes behind the net. Floats it to Doan. Doan, back down low to Quinn. Gets it right to Doan again. Doan takes a step towards the middle. Dahlin took the shot. Saved by Vasilevsky. Doan picks up the rebound. Outside, Thompson to the goal line. Vasilevsky with the long reach breaks that up. 50 seconds now. Sabres with some pressure here. Thompson to Doan. Doan towards the middle. Dahlin with a quick shot. Rebound sits in front. Thompson across. What a save by Vasilevsky. How did he keep that out? Now Vasilevsky stuffs that rock in front attempt by Zucker. Sabres putting the pressure on here. Dahlin holds. Plays it down to the goal line for Quinn. 20 seconds remain on this power play, folks. Here's Thompson. Thompson continues to hold. Dances with it. To Quinn. No shot forthcoming. Now Dahlin. 10 seconds remain. Quinn. Back to Dahlin. 5:10 to go. 5 seconds remain on the power play. Thompson. Down low. They score! It's down in front! 3-2 Sabres! It's a power play goal! Josh Doan had a goal and assist last night. He gets a crucial goal to take the lead. He was in the crease. It goes off his skate and back post. You can't call that goalie interference, Tampa. Suck one. Oh, baby. The Sabres and Lightning going back and forth here in this third period. They cash in right at the end of that power play. Just seeing, we're looking here maybe. They're taking a look potentially at a goalie interference. There was a little bit of contact, but Doan was pushed into the crease first and foremost. It looks like this one's going to count. Yes, it will. Right? Yes, it will. We got the face-off. So Josh Doan is 18th of the season. It's a power play goal. The Sabres are up by 1 with 5 to go in this third. And now watch out. Hedman just had his pocket picked by McLeod. Trying to go back to talk to Krebs, his one-timer. He kind of whiffed on it. He had a man tying his stick up. But here are the Sabres looking for more here. They go behind the net. There's a man all alone in front. McLeod robbed by Vasilevsky. To the point again. McLeod, his shot towards the net, deflects towards the corner. Krebs now to Tuck. Back to McLeod. He'll touch it towards the corner again. Now behind the net. Here's Krebs. Krebs takes a peek over his shoulder. He'll just send it across to McLeod. Up top to Byram. Byram. He'll deal it down deep to Krebs. Sabres got their cycle going. Krebs, his shot. Fanned on it. Still controls the puck, though. Takes it towards the corner again. Sabres have had the puck in the Tampa zone for 50 straight seconds and counting. Sabres with some fresh legs on the ice. Ostlund pulls up in the far corner to the point. They got the Tampa Bay Lightning on the ropes. Krebs with a little bit of space. Shot looking far side. Glances off the glove of Vasilevsky. Sabres keep this puck in the zone. They'll ring it around the boards again. Byram, good play at the near blue line. Ostlund will touch it further along. Carlisle looking to get it out the far side. He does. 3:40 remains in this game. Sabres have had over 3 more minutes of offensive zone time than the Lightning. Here comes Tampa again. Looking to find an equalizer here late on. Josh Doan's goal, the difference maker. Sabres trying to control this at the blue line. They can't turn it over. James for the Lightning. looking for Kucherov. You gotta wonder. John Cooper's always aggressive with pulling the goalie. When will he do it? James to the point. Radish with a shot. Just missed far post. Behind the net again. Looking to quickly get this out in front. He can't. Sabres pick it off. And they'll clear the zone. James hooks it in deep. Sabres on the near boards quickly get it out. Tuck gloves it down. Here's Kozak at the end of a shift. He'll just chip it deep into the Tampa zone. 2:40 to go here in this third period. Tampa stretching it to the far side. They try to go through the middle. Bjorkstrand was pulling the defenseman down low. Tampa, though, keeps possession. That point somehow doesn't go in. The rebound goes wide of Ellis. Chernak to the middle of the ice. Another shot. Sits loose in front. Ellis can't find the rebound. Tuck does. And he will glove it down. Slows the play down just a tiny bit. Goes off the far boards. Out of the zone. But not very far. Nice poke check at center ice by Tuck. Keep play in front of you, Buffalo. Vasilevsky looking over at the bench. He's waiting for a signal. McDonough to Holmberg. Just inside their own blue line. Less than 2 to go here. Vasilevsky slowly creeping up in his crease. Radish holding on to this puck. Here goes Vasilevsky. Well, now they drop it back and Vasilevsky's gone. Empty net here. Extra attack route for Tampa. They go up the near side. Hagel to Gonçalves. Far side for Yanni Gourde. Up top to Kucherov. Now to Gensel. They'll ring it around. Radish fakes the one-timer. Now finds Kucherov. The one-timer to the net. Rebound sits loose in front. Ellis finds it and will hold on. A minute 20 remains. Ooh. Folks, this is a heart-stopping finish to this hockey game. Are we really going to a commercial break now, ESPN? Are we kidding? That's stupid. Well, they were going to go to a commercial break. They just taking a look at the mom's box. There's Josh Doan's mom, I assume. Nope, we're not going to a commercial. They forgoed it. Screw commercials. We got a minute to go. 6-on-5 hockey. Tampa, can they win the faceoff? They cannot. Samuelson plays it to the corner. Now the Sabres will ring it around the boards. It will go down the length of the ice for an icing call. 1:10 remains. $1:10. Oh, man. One end to this game. This is insane. This is all we've been asking for. Meaningful hockey. Tampa wins the faceoff. They get it along the far boards. They'll squeak it around. It goes up and out of play. Deflected. Took a weird hop off the boards and into the upper side netting. 1:03 remains. Yeah, Sawyer, don't jinx us. Yanni Gourde leaning into this faceoff against Tage. We need a faceoff win. Tage gets it to the boards. The Sabres win it. Matthias Samuelsson has the empty net. He's trying to go for it. It's blocked before it can get there. Tuck is floating near Taylor Radish. Can't get it away from him. Remember, the cage is empty here for Tampa. Good strength by Hagel to keep possession there for Tampa as he went across the line. Now, good stick by Tuck. Gets it away from Kucherov. But Tampa keeps control. Here's Radish. Far side. Hagel trying to go cross crease. Now they'll take the shot. Takes a weird deflection. Hagel across. Kucherov up top. They score. Taylor Radish ties the game up with 25 seconds remaining. That's heartbreaking. They were so close. They were so close. Radish, a 98-yard slapper. He let it fly. Ellis couldn't challenge it in his crease. And the Sabres cannot keep it out. Oh, that's a wire. Oh, man, that's an absolute rope from Taylor Radish. He is hyped up going to the boards. This game is tied. The building is buzzing. It looks like we're going overtime. There's the moms. So many F words just got dropped. Oh, Darren Radish. I've been calling him Taylor Radish. It's Darren Radish. My bad. What a rocket from Radish, though, to tie this game up. Just get to overtime now for Buffalo. Here's Quinn, forward to Krebs. Oh, just lost internet temporarily. Nope, we're back. 10 seconds to go. The Sabres will chip this one into the Tampa zone. They'll ring it around the boards. Maybe one last rush. Nope. They lose control of it. The Sabres send it back in. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. The Sabres were 25 seconds from getting 2 points in Tampa. But they do get a singular point. Now they're looking for the winner. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, God, that's brutal. You just knew it was coming, Tampa. They always do great with the extra attacker out there, whether it be power play, empty netter, or whatnot. So we're going to overtime, folks. This game refuses to end. And that's unfortunate for Colton Ellis and his goals against average. He's had a great game. Ellis has had a fantastic game here for the Sabres. Kept them in it early on. Tampa could have easily gone up 2-0 and really stapled the Sabres to the loser bench. But it's a good game. This third period had everything. So it started with the Samuelsson, his second of the game. He went far side on Vasilevsky. Then Buffalo on the power play, courtesy of Josh Doan, took the lead, but with 25 seconds to go, Darren Radish ties the game on his 17th goal of the season to send Tampa into absolute delirium. And we now go to overtime, folks. What a crazy game it's been between two heavyweights here in the Atlantic. Come on, Buffalo. Get the overtime winner. Let's get that overtime winner. Come on. 37 people in the chat. Let's get hyped. We got some 3-on-3 action underway. Or it's about to be underway, folks. 32 likes. I appreciate everyone joining me here for this overtime. The Sabres are 3-5 in overtime this season. Tampa 4-2. But unbelievable how Tampa just finds a way. They keep coming back. They find a way. But this face-off here right at the beginning, always crucial. That remains the case here right now. 3-3, 3-on-3 hockey. 5 minutes for an overtime period. If it remains tied after that, the two teams will go to a shootout. And face-offs pretty evenly split. Tampa's won one more. They've won 29. The Sabres have won 28 face-offs here tonight. And this one is perhaps the most important. Gensel leaning into this one. McLeod for the Sabres. McLeod looking to win it. Yes, the Sabres do. Tuck couldn't find it for a moment. Now the Sabres eventually control possession here. Dahlin behind his own net. Sabres are going to look to try to just control play here. Let's not make anything too crazy. McLeod, he's got a lane up the near side. A little bit of space. McLeod cuts towards the middle of the ice, goes far side. Dahlin trying to play it to the back post. Can't find him. Tampa, got to be careful here. Gonsalves just knocks it back for J.J. Moser. Now the Lightning with their first possession here. Kucherov steps onto the ice for Tampa. Moser, across, pass picked off, 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes Rasmus Dahlin, up the near side. Dahlin, saved by Vasilevsky. Even my heart is racing. Tage will just play it back towards Tuck. Oh, man, Dahlin, he tried to go far side. It was just a great save from Vasilevsky. Owen Byram now on the puck here for Buffalo. Drops it back for Samuelsson. Now for Thompson. Nearly lost it at center ice. Byram with good cover here. And Byram springs play forward. Here's Samuelsson to the net. Byram! His redirection just goes up and out of play. Oh my gosh. My hands. Maybe I'm having a heart attack or something. But Dahlin, maybe he could have put a move on Vasilevsky. He just tried to rip that shot. He had a lane. He had a hole. Vasilevsky is just one of the best goalies on the planet right now. 3:41 remains in this overtime period. Another face-off. McLeod back out there. Can he win it? He will. Puck goes outside the zone, but doesn't matter. The Sabres have possession here. Razzle-dazzle Dahlin on the puck for Buffalo. He's looking to go forward here. Gergensen's guarding, that's Bjorkstrand, I'm sorry, guarding him. McLeod weaving his way, going across the blue line. He gets across. Here's McLeod looking for some help. Can't find it. He gets tripped up. Yanni Gourde can now take it back the other way for Tampa. 3-on-2. Gourde trying to lead the rush. He still has it. Can't lean though. Sabres just trying to sill out to get this puck right now. Quinn can't get it away. Holmberg to the middle of the ice. Moser goes past him, and he's got to be careful. Quinn is on his tail. Watch out, the Sabres. What are they doing? Why were they trying to change there? Tampa got they let him off the hook. It would have been a maybe 2-on-0 break, but Tampa cannot take advantage. And now watch out. Tage to the outside, to the net! Taking off his skates. He's stuck in the crease. Tampa moving forward. No call from the refs. Gensel to James. Gensel back post! What a save by Ellis! And now Tage the other way with speed to the middle, gets pushed off by Dominic James. What an end-to-end overtime right now, folks. Radish on the puck now. He'll slow things down. Now he'll go forward to Hagel up the far side. He'll curl back to his own blue line. Samuelsson guarding him right now. Hagel drifts to behind his own net. Hagel forward, curls back. Samuelsson on him like a glue stick. Gets it go forward to Kucherov. Crisscrosses with Hedman. Kucherov pulls up at the blue line. Finds Hagel. Hagel to the outside. He's got a lane. He finds Hedman. Near side. Back post. Oh, Hagel. If he could have gathered that rebound, it would have been great. Now Kucherov with a quick shot. Wide of Ellis. And now the Sabres can take their time with possession here. Samuelsson will just hang on to this puck as his line mates get a couple of crucial changes here. Everyone out here for Buffalo. Samuelsson going up the far side. Jack Quinn in overtime. Jack Quinn to the middle of the ice, gets tripped. He lost his footing. No call. Now Quinn takes it off the wall to Dahlin with a quick shot. Oh my goodness! They called a quick whistle. Dahlin would have had a goal. Oh my gosh. Vasilevsky wanted possession, but he put it straight into the clutches of Dahlin, who would have scored had it not been for the quick whistle. Wow. 33 people in the chat right now. There's Darren Radish. He had the opportunity at the back post. So we have a quick whistle here. Sabres win another faceoff. Dahlin, that shot goes up and out of play off of Gensel, and we'll have another faceoff. I don't love that decision from Dahlin. When you win the faceoff, you try to keep it, okay? Try to keep it. But just looking at this recent play, oh, Dahlin actually missed it. Oh, goodness. What a game this has been, folks. So Tuck leaning into for another faceoff here. Out there with Krebs and Dahlin. Face-off won by Gensel, and Moser goes forward. He's got a little space on the far side. Gensel does, but he curls back towards center ice. Here's Kucherov. Turns the grain. Here comes Gensel up the far side to Kucherov, trying to go back post. He lost control of it. Tuck trying to get towards it. He wins the puck away from Kucherov, and now the Sabres have a 3-on-2. Tuck to the middle, takes the shot. Vasilevsky kicks it out just outside the clutches of Dahlin. Dahlin trying to get this one. Tampa nearly had a breakaway. They may still have it. And here's Gensel in alone, scores. Jake Gensel receives the 190-foot pass from Nikita Kucherov, and Toronto's going to win this game in overtime, 4-3. Dahlin didn't check over his shoulder, and the Sabres will only get 1 point out of this game. Gensel goes 5-hole. So the Sabres will pick up another point, get to 70 on the season, but with 14 seconds remaining, Tampa wins it. Unfortunate result here for the Sabres. That sucks. That really, really sucks. So, yep, the Sabres will jump over Montreal into that third Atlantic spot. And I gotta say, 4 points out of 6 on the Florida trip. Very nice. Very, very nice. Would have liked to see 2 points in this game. The Sabres had plenty of chances too, might I add. We had plenty of chances. 30 seconds away from 2 points, 14 seconds away from a shootout. Jake Guentzel made no mistake about it. He finishes this one off. And unfortunately, the Sabres can't pick up 2. They played a phenomenal game, though, folks. Let's not discount how the Sabres played tonight. It was gutsy. It was great. They went toe for toe with one of the best teams in the NHL. They had opportunities to win this. They were 25 seconds away in the third period from winning, and they were 14 seconds away from getting this to overtime. Not to mention all of the opportunities the Sabres had in overtime to win this game. But it's frustrating that the Sabres just can't win on 3-3s. Dahlin, I'm not sure what he was doing in overtime. I don't know what he was doing on that final play. He didn't see or hear Guentzel behind him. Dahlin pinched up way too high, and Kucherov, all he had to do was just flip the puck down the ice, and he had Guentzel there. But anyways, folks, this game is closed. The final score in overtime, Tampa Bay 4, Buffalo 3. And it was an awesome game. It was a great game. Yeah, Tampa full hats. Tip of the hat to y'all. It was a great game, but my throat is tired now. I did a lot of screaming at the end there, but I want to thank all of you, the viewers. Lots of views here for tonight. 33 likes as well. Our best stream in a hot second here. Let's keep the momentum. We got one more game the Sabres do before the Olympic break. Then we got 2 weeks off. And we hope to see all of you. I don't know if Cal is streaming the Thursday night game. I won't be. But we hope that you all continue to stream after the Olympic break, should we not see you before then. But anyways, folks, I want to thank all of you in chat. Victor, Becky, Clive, Sawyer, Headstrong J, Jason, Chris, Josh, Osiris, Victor, I think I said Victor already, Chrissy, AI Warrior, Smooth Gaming, Cal, all of you guys who engaged with me in chat and made this not. Thank you. I appreciate it. This channel appreciates it. And we hope to see all of you again in a video or stream very, very soon. Good night.